Hi everyone, welcome back to my lab, and today's video, which is going to be an empties video, I have a lot of products to share with you today, which include skincare, hair care, personal care items, and makeup items, of course. If you're new to my channel, I'm Yori. Thank you for clicking on my video. I hope you'll consider subscribing to my channel for makeup and beauty related content every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday at 9 a.m. Central. And let's get on with my empties. Alright, so let's go ahead and start with some hair stuff first. And the first thing that I wanted to mention are the Kenra Frizz Control Shampoo and Conditioner. Now these may be empty, but I hate this stuff. I literally cannot stand it. I do not recommend it. It is way too expensive for what it does, especially the shampoo. There's nothing really wrong with the conditioner, but usually I like to buy the matching set. This shampoo does not lather. You have to shampoo once and then twice and then maybe 3 times, and by the 3rd time it'll start to lather. I don't think it does anything for frizz control. I don't enjoy it. It's tedious. I used it because it was expensive, but I hate it. Don't like this. It's crazy too because I love the Kenra blow drying spray, and that's actually what prompted me to try those products, but yeah, those are no good. The next product I tried around the same time, and these are by the Living Proof. These are the No Frizz shampoo and the Nourishing Styling Cream. This is just a sample size that I had, but it was this sample set that actually prompted me to buy the full size. There is a liter bottle of this, but the liter bottle costs something like $60, so it's very, very expensive, but I have to say these are really nice. They really do fight frizz in my hair, and they leave my hair very soft. It also doesn't contain any sulfates, so it's safe for me to use on my keratin treated hair. I really like these. I will be repurchasing these. This one is by Redken, and this is the All Soft Conditioner. I also had a matching shampoo for this, and this one was just lingering around. These are not sulfate free, and so they're not really safe to use in my hair, and for that reason I'm not going to be repurchasing them. The conditioner is sulfate free obviously, but the shampoo wasn't, and like I said, I like to use them in pairs. This is an okay, like sort of intermediately priced brand, but this won't be my first choice for a repurchase. Now this one is by Neutrogena, and this is the Neutrogena shampoo, which is a clarifying shampoo. This is an anti-residue formula, and this is sort of my naughty item according to my hairstylist because this does have sulfate, and to be honest, I do occasionally use this in my hair because I have to use a lot of product in my hair. I use dry shampoo, I use volumizing products. Whatever I'm putting in my hair has a tendency to build up, and every once in a while, you know how you find that your hair stops responding to your normal hair products? It's not so much that it's not responding to your hair products, in my opinion. It's just that so much has built up on your scalp and in your hair that it just doesn't reach the hair shaft anymore, and it's important to go in with a clarifying shampoo just every once in a while to clean out any residue. Now this happens to be the one that I was using, but it does strip keratins from your hair, so it's really not recommended for keratin treated hair, even though it's so good. I really love how my hair is afterwards. You do have to go in with like a conditioning mask or a very conditioning product because this is really drying. So after you apply this, you do want to condition your hair very, very well. But I really like this, and if I can't find an alternative that has no sulfate, I'm probably gonna buy it again. One of the treatments that I do like to follow that up with is the Giorgio Don't Despair Repair Deep Conditioning Mask. This is just a sample size, but I have a bigger one that's in my shower right now. This smells really nice, and it does condition my hair really nicely. It leaves it soft, and it also gives it a little bit of shine. I do love this, and I have already repurchased. Next I have some hairspray. This is the Tresemme Mega Firm Control All Day Humidity Resistance Spray. I like it fine. Actually, I appreciate it more now that I have a different product in my rotation because the other one that I have, the nozzle, keeps getting clogged and I have to keep picking at it to get it to spray, but this one works really well whenever I have a dance performance. I don't usually wear hairspray in my hair normally. I like the feeling of being able to run my hands through my hair, and so I don't like what hairspray does, but whenever I have a dance performance or something like that, it becomes a necessity, and this one is fine and it's really affordable. The next product that I have is by White Sands, and this is something that's pretty exclusive to salons, although I found it on Amazon and I have purchased it off of Amazon. I love this product for beach waves. If you like to do those sort of messy waves, beach waves looks to your hair, or even curly, you spray your hair with this first and then you go in with your iron. This allows the curl or the bend or whatever it is you're putting, the texture. It allows the texture in your hair to stay. It smells really good. I really recommend this. This is a good product. It was recommended by my hairstylist. And again, it's the White Sands Thermal Spray, and I have the medium hold. It comes in light, medium, and strong hold, I guess. And it smells really nice. And if you do those beach waves, this is great. Really, really great. Last two hair products are my dry shampoos, and these are from the drugstore. I get them at Ulta. You can find them at TJ Maxx and so on. These are by Batiste. I have the Neon Lights fragrance and I have the Coconut and Tropical fragrance. Both fragrances are fine. This is my favorite. This one is okay, so if I ever find it again, I'll purchase it again. It says it's a limited edition one, so who knows if I could find it again, but it was fine. This one is the one I really, really love because I love the Coconut Tropical beachy scents, and this one is really nice. So I already have another one of these in my collection as well, and so these are great. So I have just a couple of skincare items, nothing too much. First one that I have is by Dermalogica, and this is the Skin Prep Scrub, and I don't know where I got this sample, but you apply it to your clean face, avoiding your dry area, and it is a physical exfoliant. It was fine. It does remove dull skin and reveals more bright skin, but to be honest, I'm getting away from the physical exfoliants, especially since I started using the Clarisonic, and that's already a little bit abrasive. I didn't want to add a treatment such as this, and so even though I thought it was fine, if you like that sort of thing, I won't be repurchasing this one. Same along those lines, this has been hanging around in my vanity closet forever. This is the Queen Helene Pomegranate and Raspberry Natural Facial Scrub. Again, it's a physical exfoliant. I used to really be into this before I got into the Clarisonic, and I don't think it's really good for you. This isn't a particularly expensive product, but I thought it was fine. It smells really nice with the raspberry and pomegranate. It smells really, really nice. But again, no more physical exfoliants for me. The next one is by Aveeno, and this was the most recent cleanser that I was using with my Clarisonic. This one is the Positively Radiant Brightening Cleanser with moisture-rich soy extract, and it's supposed to help even skin tone and texture. And so I was using this with my Clarisonic and I liked it fine. I appreciate it more now than I have something else in my rotation, which is actually a cleanser by Clarisonic, but it has sort of like a lemony minty fragrance to it that I don't really like. I don't like it on my face, so I'm kind of missing this one. So if I don't experiment with a new one after that one, this would be a potential one that I would repurchase, and it's just something I find at the drugstore and I like it fine. I have one pack of my Neutrogena makeup removing wipes. I am avoiding using this to remove makeup as much as I can, but I do use it to remove swatches, and if I'm feeling particularly lazy, I will definitely put this on my face, but I'm using other products to remove my makeup at this moment. But these are my favorite makeup wipes aside from the MAC ones, and these are always in my empties, so yeah, I would repurchase these again. I have them in my drawer already. Next, I have a face mask, and this one is by Mask Aid. This is a hydrating facial sheet mask. I'm always looking for things that are hydrating or smoothing or reducing the look of fine lines. I don't know about sheet masks. I don't know if they really work, but it definitely is sort of a pampering experience, and so I always have them and I'm always trying a new one. If I ever do find one that I find really makes a difference, then I'll go ahead and stick with that. But actually, if you apply a face mask prior to applying your makeup, it actually makes the makeup go on a lot nicer since your skin is a little more hydrated, and again, it just adds a little bit to your pampering routine if you have a few minutes to spare in the morning or evening time. So yeah, this one by Mask Aid was fine. Last skincare product is this, which you probably saw in a disappointing products video. This is the Luna Play by Foreo. I hate this thing. It lasted me 2 uses. I think it's a terrible waste of money. I know I put it in my disappointing products video, and a lot of you told me that this one probably was a bad one, and I believe you because it's supposed to last 100 uses and it lasted 2, so it's probably definitely a bad one. But I've been so in love with my Clarisonic that I don't want anything to do with this anymore, and I don't recommend buying something that's disposable anyway, especially not something that's $40. $40 should not be disposable, in my opinion. Oh, I had one more hair care item. This one is by Chi. Does anybody remember Chi? This is another thing that's been in my collection for so long, and this is the Silk Infusion Complex. And basically you put this in your hair when it's wet, and you can use it as a heat protectant and things like that. It used to come as a sample with the flat irons. It's been in my collection for a while, and so I have been just trying to finish it up. I don't like the way it smells particularly. I think it works fine, but it's not my favorite, and I've moved on to other things. So so no repurchase of this one. Okay, I have a couple of body care items, and I have two of these. These are the Brazilian Foreplay Moisturizing Shower Cream Gel. This is my absolute favorite. It's expensive, but it smells so good, and it's so hydrating and moisturizing. I love these, and I already have another one in my collection, and I got my daughter addicted to these. It's an expensive little addiction, but it's worth it. I love these. Next, I have something that I have a love-hate relationship with. This is the L'Occitane en Provence, however, the fancy. It's the almond, what is this called? It's a shower oil. It's an almond shower oil, and I bought this because it was a recommendation from Kathleen Lights, and she says her favorite shower product. I love the way it smells. I love the way almonds smell. So this one smells so good, and it is really hydrating. My problem with it is that it doesn't lather. It's like the shampoo and conditioner. It doesn't lather. I feel like I never get clean. Like, even though I scrub and I scrub, I feel like I don't get clean unless I have lather. I know it's probably all in my head, but anyway, I looked up product reviews on this, and a lot of people are recommending using it to shave your legs, and it's great. Like, it really is great to shave your legs, but I don't want to pay $25 for a second step in my shower routine. Usually I use the Sol de Janeiro body wash, and I just shave with that, and even though the effect is really nice, I don't feel it's worth the $25, at least not right now. So I'm not super tempted to pick it up. If you don't mind something that doesn't lather, then you'll probably really like this. It smells divine. It really smells amazing. The no lather was kind of a deal breaker. Next, I have a Nivea Skin Firming Hydration Body Lotion. This is always in my empties, so I won't take too much time with this one. It's just a very nice moisturizer. I use it whenever I'm running out of my Boom Boom cream, which is right now, but it's just a good lotion. It's supposed to be firming. I don't really notice any firming, but it's a good moisturizer. Last one before we get into makeup is this one by St. Ives. This is a soft and silky coconut and orchid body wash, and I bought it because it said coconut, because I love coconut, but to be honest, this one smelled more like food. Not that coconut isn't food, but you know how coconut has sort of that more beach sunscreen kind of scent? This one smelled like food, like dessert or something like that, and I don't really enjoy smelling like that. I don't like food fragrances, so to speak, and so even though it was fine as a cleanser, I wasn't a fan of the fragrance, and so this one will not be a repurchase. Alright, so now we're gonna get onto the makeup items. I have my Naked Skin Concealer by Urban Decay, my Holy Grail Concealer. I just talked this to death, so I won't say much about this. This is always in my collection, always in my rotation. I'm wearing it today. It's the best. Next, I have the Anastasia Brow Gel. This, I would say, is the best brow gel I've ever tried. It's really good at keeping your brows in place. I actually do have brow hairs, and so I find that this works really well. It's kind of expensive for a brow product, and so I wanted to try something else, and I tried this one by e.l.f. This one is like $3, and it's supposed to be like clear mascara and then brow gel, but I feel like it's the same thing, and I use both ends on my brows anyway because I don't want any clear mascara. I don't like the packaging as much because it's clear and it looks kind of gross, but it works, and honestly, it's not a bad option from the drugstore. The one I'm using from the drugstore right now is by Essence, and I don't like it as much as this. So this one is good, this one is great. Definitely will repurchase both of those. Along the same lines of brow products, I have a brow pencil. This is the Benefit Precisely My Brow. I mentioned this in my yearly favorites. It is my favorite brow product for absolutely every day. I like that it's not too waxy. It's just very easy. It has a fine point, makes it very easy to do my brows, and I've already repurchased. I have this one from MAC. This is the MAC Brow Pencil in the shade Lingering. This is okay. It's not my favorite. It doesn't have a spoolie, although I have to say that this is a very fine tip pencil and it is really creamy, but the fact that it doesn't have a spoolie kind of bothers me, even though I have a brush with a spoolie, so this won't be my first choice for a repurchase. There's been a death in the family. This is my Wet n Wild Color Icon Bronzer. This is the one that is in the shade Reserve Your Cabana, which I used in a drugstore first impression video, and to be honest, I never fully learned how to use this. Somebody told me that it could be used like an Hourglass ambient lighting powder, but I just felt that it would put a little bit too much shimmer on my face, and then somebody mentioned I could use it as a highlighter, which I actually didn't try before it died. So right now I don't find a need for this product in my collection, and so I won't repurchase it, although I know it's in everybody's favorites. Maybe one day I'll get curious and want to try it again, but for now, RIP. Next, I have a couple of lip products. This one is the Sugar Advanced Therapy Lip Balm. This is is my favorite lip balm. It's way too expensive, but I really, really like it. I don't recommend you pick this up in the sample size because the sample size is a little too emollient and it starts to warp and you just waste a lot of the product. So if you want to try it, just pick up the full size. It's a good one. You won't be sorry if you invest in it, except for the fact that you'll probably want to buy it again. I love this one. This one is by Bite Beauty and one that is a mini, and I have the same issue with this mini that I did with the sugar minis. Again, it gets warped as I apply it, and so I waste a lot of the product. I did use this down to absolutely everything. I think it's fine. It's a little bit sticky, it's a little bit thick, so it isn't my favorite. I prefer something that glides on a little bit more smoothly, so I won't be repurchasing the Bite Beauty Agave Lip Balm. This is another one by Bite Beauty, and this is the Agave Sugar Lip Scrub. I have mine in a little sample size. I honestly dislike this so much. I wanted to use it up because I bought it. I found myself always scooping way more than I needed just because I wanted to get through it and open up a different one, and that's just a telltale sign. I don't like this. It's too sticky. It's not abrasive enough. Like, it's more like a goopy honey cream. I don't know. I don't like this. I do like this one. This one is by Lush, and this is the Bubblegum Lip Scrub. This is all abrasive, and that's what I really need, especially now in the wintertime. It's much better. I really enjoy this particular one from Lush Cosmetics. It's less than $10. It tastes delicious. It does the job. For now, I would have to say this is one of my favorites. I have a Beauty Blender Solid Cleanser. This is really good. It cleans brushes and beauty blenders really well, but it doesn't last very long. It's kind of expensive. I think it's about $20. And then if you buy the Pro one, the one that's black, it costs like $50. It does do a really good job though. Right now I'm trying something from Beautylish. It's like Brush Apothecary or something like that. So I'm trying that for now, and it's really nice as well. And it's not as expensive as this. It seems to be lasting me a little bit longer too. But eventually I'm sure I'll have another one of these. Actually, I think I have one in my collection right now. The next thing is actually a sample of a foundation. This is the Too Faced Peach Perfect foundation. I really wanted to try that foundation because everybody was raving about it, and I picked up a sample in my shade, which was Warm Nude, and to be honest, I wasn't that impressed by the foundation. It doesn't sit well on my dry skin, and it is a mattifying product, so it just wasn't for me. I figured since the Fenty Beauty foundation works so well, I thought this one might be fine too, but it wasn't my favorite, although it smells so delicious. I want everything from this line just for the smell. It smells so good, but just didn't sit well on my skin, and so I'm glad I just picked up a sample so I didn't have to spend my money. I definitely recommend always get a sample of foundations and anything you can before you spend your money on it, because that way you don't have to waste the product returning it and stuff like that. So I always pick up samples, and this one was just a no-go. And last but not least is this one by Cinema Secrets. This is something that I picked up a while ago. It's the Professional Brush Cleaner. This is the travel version, so it's a little bitty bottle. It actually came with this little tin. That's what's missing there at the top, and you just put the product in here and dip your brush. That cleans your brushes. It does clean the brushes. It leaves it with a sort of a chemical scent, and I'm moving towards having some really nice brushes in my collection, like by Wayne Goss and Tom Ford. I worry about putting this product on my natural hair brushes. I think it's drying. I know it's got to be mostly alcohol because it's supposed to be sanitizing as well, and I think that this is something that's more for a working makeup artist who needs to clean their brush and sanitize them right away before working on another client. I think for me, it's just better if I hand wash my brushes, that I'm using them on myself so that I don't ruin them. Yeah, I mean, I like it, but I don't think it's a necessity for me. So you let me know if you think that this is harmful to natural hair brushes. I know everybody swears by it and they buy the big daddy bottle. I also find that my white hair bristle brushes, they kind of get stained a little bit blue by this, and I can eventually get it off, but I don't know, I just don't like the way it looks. I think it just still looks dirty. That's everything. It's all my empties. Let me know what you thought of my products. Let me know if you have any recommendations now that you know a little bit more about what I look for in a product. And if you have any other questions that I didn't touch upon on any of these, then be sure and leave them in the comment section down below. I read and respond to all my comments, and I'm happy to chat makeup with you. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoy Empties videos, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I hope you're having a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you again very soon on my next one. Bye!